Hi, guys. Okay, we're moving on to our ELA. You guys can do this. Come on, let's go. No? Okay. All right, let's read it. Today I will review the letter J. Read it with me. Today I will review the letter J. Remember, capital J, lowercase j. And just so since we're looking at a sentence, I want to go over it again. My sentence starts with a capital letter. It's the only one that's capitalized. Well, except for the J because it's part of my sentence. Starts with a capital letter. The I gets capitalized because it always does when you're writing it in a sentence, when you're using it as a sight word on its own, okay? And then there's space between my words. Then I ran out of room. I went to the next line. Always start from left and work my way across. Run out of room, go to the next line, okay, and come across. I finished my sentence with a punctuation. In this case, it was a period because we're saying something, okay? So if I were to ask you a question, I would have ended it with a question mark. If I would have got excited about something and I was yelling about it, I would have ended with an exclamation point. But I just was telling you something. It was just a sentence for relaying information. So we ended with a period. I want to make sure you guys know those, okay? And the steps for doing a sentence. So pointed that out. Today we're going to review our letter J. Our two friends that were helping us was our jaguar who tells us the steps and our Jerry jellyfish. He reminds us that if we have these legs like him, we go j, 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 or I don't know, tentacles? No, they're not tentacles. They're just little things that hang underneath the jellyfish, and they go j, j, j. Okay, so if I ask you, the J, the letter J makes the sound j, j, j. Okay, so we are going to review how to write our letter J because you guys are going to be doing it in your journeys, right? Put it on the wrong page. Okay. Got the right one. Okay, so J, just so we make sure we do it for our rules. I'm going to put it up here so you guys can trace it with your fingers. Best pointer finger. We're going to start at the very top, and it says that's the first step. We're going to trace it down and go up like a little hook or a little tail. You can pretend it's the jaguar's tail. And then we're going to go on the top, and we're going to go across. So that's my capital J. Then we're going to trace our lowercase j. We stay underneath this midline. So we're going to go down. We go past the bottom line and do the same way curve that the capital J is going. They both go in the same direction. And then we give it a dot for our lowercase j. Okay. So now that we traced it, and I hope you followed along with me, I'm going to do it right here, okay? So just so you can see me actually writing it, it says from top to bottom for our capital J. Like that. And then give it a top. This one is not coming out very well, so let's try this one. I want to make sure you guys can see it. That's a little better. My capital J. And then we're going to do our lowercase j. Remember that it does come underneath this. See how we go in this direction? And then we just give it a dot. Capital J, lowercase j. Always start writing on the top line on the left side. I'm not going to start writing way down here because that's not my first line, all right? I always start at the very top line and go across. If I run out of room, I go to the next row. Go across, run out of room, go to the next row. Okay, so capital J, lowercase j. Okay, I'm going to do it one more time with a different color to make sure you guys see how I do it. So I'm going to figure space, start at the top, come down, and give it a little tail, and do the top, capital J. Then I'm going to do the lowercase j underneath this midline. And I'm allowed to come under this line because it's one of the ones that hang underneath, okay? And you give it a little dot. Remember, Try not to do a big dot like this. Because it takes up the whole space, right? We don't want to draw a lollipop. We just want to do a lowercase j. We're going to do this. And we're going to do a little dot. Okay? All right. So now that we wrote the j 2 times, because that's what you guys are going to be doing more importantly in your journeys, I want to show you our alphabet center again. Okay, so we're going to roll you guys over here with me so you guys can see it. And I want to make sure you guys can see me. I'm going to come down just a little bit and back up a little bit. There we go. So Miss Mosley is doing almost the splits, but I want to make sure you guys can see me and that you can see our chart. Okay, so remember, we have our alphabet center. It has all of our 26 letters, capital and lowercase letters. Then we have our red ones that are our vowels, our blue ones that are our consonants. And we are looking for the letter J. So let's start at the top and go across and look. Okay, look through this row. I don't see the J. Let's go to the next one. There's my J. Capital J, lowercase j. So let's see what we have in our J for words that start with J. Here's the J, and it's our capital J, J. And then we have our lowercase j. Okay. And again, I would normally hand these to you guys, and you would tell me what you have and tell everybody, okay? But I'm going to help you guys because you can't hold them, right? So let's look at this one. This is a Jeep. Jeep. It begins with the first letter sound J. And I can show you the word right here. Put this down. Jeep. Jeep. Starts with a J. It's a Jeep. Put him right there. Let's see what else we have. Oh, what is this one? Wish I can hear you guys so you can tell me what you think this is. I'll give you a second and see if you get it right after I tell you. It's a jar. Jar. I wonder how many of you guys got that right before I showed you. Jar. Put it right here. Ooh, we have a... What's in the cup? What's inside the cup? It's juice. Juice. Let me show you the word. Yes. Juice. Starts with the j sound and it makes that sound. It starts with the letter and it makes that sound first. Juice. Then what if I show you... Oh, we'll try this one. Okay, what if I show you this one? Let me cover the word. What is that one? That's a tiger. Tiger. Does tiger start with the letter J? Does it make a sound J? Is this a jiger or is it tiger? It's a tiger. So it does not start with the letter J. So I'm going to put it on top because it does not start with a J. Let's find another one. Oh, here's one. Jet. Say jet. Jet. Starts with the letter J. And we can even, this is what we call a CVC word. Consonant, vowel, consonant. So we could actually sound this one out and do it ourselves. J, t. We've learned all these words, and you guys would be able to spell this on your own because it's a consonant, a vowel, and a consonant. J, t, jet. Okay. So if you guys want to try spelling some CVC words, I would encourage it with the letters that we've learned. Like we could finger stretch it. Let's do this one. It's another one I'll show you. Let's see what it is. That's a CVC word. A consonant, a vowel, and another consonant. And we can finger stretch it like we've learned from Miss Montoya to j, ah, j, ah, okay? Jam. So j, ah, consonant, vowel, consonant. And then when we combine the sounds, we make a word. J, am, jam. Okay, so I'm going to put it right here. And then we have one more. This one's not a CVC word, so I won't break it down because it's very long. But it does start with the letter J. Jacket. Say jacket. J-a-kit. Jacket. So these are some words that start with the letter J. That means the very first sound that comes out of your mouth is j, like Jeep. Say them with me. Jeep. Jar. Juice. Jet. Jam. Jacket. These words start with the letter J, and they make the very first sound j, like our jaw. Okay? And some words don't. So you got to be aware, like this one right here, the tiger does not start with a J. It starts with a different letter. It starts with a T. Oh, our J's fell. Okay. They're hanging out sideways, and I want to show you guys what you guys are going to be doing in your journals. Oh, it starts with the letter J. Look, I'll show you. Right here. Journeys. Sorry. But journal does start with the J as well. We'll do that one later. Journeys. Reader's notebook. J. It starts with the J. Okay. So you're going to be turning to page WTK10. And we have what is that? We talked about it. It's a jet. So since you know it's a jet, I want you guys to write the word, okay? It's a CVC word. It has a consonant, which is the J. And then say eh. That's one of our vowels, the E. J, t. That's a consonant as well. And we've learned all three of these letters. When we put them together, it makes the word jet. It's a consonant, a vowel, and a consonant. Okay, so you guys can do this. And afterwards, remember, draw a picture down here of one of the other words that we've learned that start with a J. Or another one that you can think of that I didn't mention maybe. So there's Jeep, jar, juice, jet. So you can't do a jet again. Jam, jacket, or think of a different one and draw me a little picture and try to write the word. See if you can write it. I believe in you guys. But before you get to the pictures, I jumped ahead. First thing you do is always the same. Write your name up here. Find me the letter, circle it, and you're going to trace the letter J, capital J, lowercase j, finger space, and then capital J, lowercase j. And then you got to find the capital and the lowercase j's in here, okay? You guys can do this. Make sure, remember that we're not speeding through it. I don't want to see a bunch of letters like this, super close, because then I can't tell what they say. I want you guys to take your time, okay? So make sure you finger space just like this, capital J, lowercase j. Okay, you guys can do this. And I'll see you in the next video.